Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we can go back and we could look at, if we broaden if we pull the lens back and we, look back to someone like an Adam Smith, Adam Smith, if Wealth of Nations, published 1776. It was published just a couple of months before the Declaration of Independence in the United States. It was one of the great works of the Enlightenment. And what was the purpose of Adam Smith? His purpose was to demonstrate power, how power is being used to affect people in ways that were harming the ability of societies to create a better life for the people that lived within them, to create a better political life, to create a better material life. So if we widen our frame to go back to an Adam Smith, then we have there a true hero who presented himself as an economist, a political economist. There's our modern society, like in the United States, the achievements of the first 200 years of our nation were to a large degree, sort of made possible by, say, the insights about power of Adam Smith and a few other sort of the thinkers and writers of that era. And I work a lot on competition policy. That's sort of the core work of the Open Markets Institute. It's the core focus of my 3 books. And, I look at, how sort of the changes in competition policy, which is really changes in how we regulate power, how we deal with power, how we see power, have unleashed this consolidation that has led to the offshoring and the concentration of power by antagonistic regimes over industries on which we depend. We've used this lens of competition policy to understand the rise and predatory and destructive behaviors of Google, Facebook, and Amazon. So we've developed a lens of through which to look at the world that has allowed us to address directly and actually have a real effect over the great challenges, the great threats of our time. And in doing that, we're actually operating within the framework that was established in the United States at the foundation, and which was in effect really through until Reagan came to power in 1981. The reason that we're effective, in fact, is because all of our work depends on our efforts to overthrow the neoliberal revolution of 1981, the neoliberal revolution that was supported by Reagan and that later was supported by Bill Clinton, and that then was exported around the world to, at the time, unwilling and unwitting countries across Europe, elsewhere. In which the economist and this vision of a market structure as being in some ways superior to the political and power issues within society, this vision and this means for promoting this vision were established. And interaction between economics and society, it's, boiling it down, it's when we're actually talking about power, when we're talking about political economy, economics is fantastically useful. When we are trying to sort of establish this vision of markets as self-regulating mechanisms, of understanding how these mechanisms function, of sort of basically positing the existence of forces that are kind of running metaphysically parallel to human society, then we're in the realm of nonsense.